Without any further ado, our first guest today in the studio is Netflix's newest leading lady, Anna Cathcart. Stars in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before franchises, Catherine Covey, aka Kitty to her friends, the youngest sister in a Korean-American family. Now she's got that main character energy in a new spin-off series, XO Kitty.
I know when two people are meant for each other. I felt it for Lara Jean and Peter. Hi. And I feel it for me and Day. The Korean independent school of Seoul, the school Mom went to, is the same one Day goes to. I applied to KISS, and I got in.
Did I just let my youngest daughter go to Korea to have sex with her boyfriend?
No.
Maybe.
Oh, I love this franchise so much. I'm so happy it's a spin-off. Anna Cathcart joining us live in the studio on the couch this morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, anytime. I'm fangirling so hard. I loved the movies. They were adorable and just so feel good. And now you're getting your own spin-off. How are we feeling?
It's so crazy. It's very surreal, definitely unexpected for me. It's wild. It's a lot to take in, but so grateful.
I'm so glad that you guys are keeping the party going. So tell us a little bit about XO Kitty. It's on Netflix now for those of you who want to go watch. You are the main character. You're taking a journey literally and figuratively. So what can you share with us?
This is Kitty in a brand new stage of her life. She's going to international school in Korea, and it's where her long-distance boyfriend goes, as well as the school that her mom used to go to when she was much younger. So it's very exciting for her for a bunch of different reasons, and it's just her in a new stage of life.
I love it. And I love in the first episode when your dad's like, you know, are you going here because you actually want to get to know a piece of your mom that you hadn't before? You just want to go hang out with your boyfriend. You're like, no, Mom. And that too.
Yeah.
It's like so relatable. Now, I mentioned to you, I love the franchise. It's just such a wonderful, it's a feel-good show. So what does it mean for you to be a part of something like that? Because it is beloved by anybody who has ever watched it.
Thank you. It's honestly, I think the moments where I meet somebody who's been impacted by the representation in these films and in this show, or just the different storylines that they feel like they relate to it in some way or find comfort in our stories, that means so much. And those are the moments where I feel like it really kind of, the perspective widens, and it's so amazing to see. It's amazing to be a part of it.
And there's so many stories within the story, you know, obviously the representation that you mentioned, and then it's just like this new modern coming of age tale, and it's hilarious. You have all the heavy hitters. I'm not going to give anything away, but the director of the school, I was like, oh my God. I forgot about her. So wonderful. So this obviously has been a franchise you've been a part of for a little while now. It's taken off, but can you take us back to the very beginning and talk to us about when you first got into acting, when you first realized that's what you wanted to do? And that it was your passion.
Honestly, for so long, it felt so out of reach. Like I've always said, being an actor felt like being an astronaut. Like I was like, you don't become an actor. Like I was like, that was so just a distant dream. And I mean, I did commercials, like a couple of them when I was little. And I remember leaving one of the commercial sets being like, that was the best day of my life. Like I turned to my mom and I was like, that's like the coolest thing anyone could ever do. So getting to do it now as my career is still such like a pinch me moment constantly. And it's amazing for me to look back at, like little me would not be able to believe this for sure.
Oh my gosh, do you remember the commercial that it was? That you had
it was for Crayola chalk.
Oh my gosh, shout out to Crayola chalk. I used it, didn't we all?
Right.
Okay, so but that, I mean, you're not just an actress in a wildly successful franchise. You are also a student on top of all of this, which is basically having two full-time jobs. Where are you going to school? What are we studying?
I'm going to school at UBC in Vancouver. I'm studying sociology and creative writing. And I just finished my first year because after high school, I did the gap year to work on XO Kitty, and we shot, and then went to school now, and I've loved it.
Do you have any free time whatsoever?
I mean, you know, there's moments, but I think both of those paths are priorities for me, so I just feel lucky I've gotten a chance to follow both.
Oh my gosh, you seem so regimented and you're so young. So you mentioned UBC, you're from Canada.
Yes.
This is not your first time here in Manhattan.
No.
What do you love most when you come to visit the city?
I want to move here. Like, truly, I love New York so much. And every time I'm here, like, the cliche magic of, like, oh, you can be anyone you want to be in this city and, like, anything can happen. I truly just, like, lean into that and feel it. I think it's such a great city.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, the show is called New York Living. We have to ask you, when you're here, what are some must-eat food items or some must-see locations? There you are on a stoop.
Honestly, I need to know these as well. I mean, I'm still just a tourist here, but I feel like, I mean, just walking around the city is one of my favorite things to do, like without even an actual goal, just like feeling the energy and the passion of everybody around you is so special.
Listen, it's a city that never sleeps, and it's also the city of the best people watching, probably.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the stories I create about everybody around me, absolutely.
Oh, you do that too?
Always.
Okay,
It's the
here I am
funnest activity.
driving to work every morning at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, okay, these people are just ending their night. I'm starting my day. This is where they were. This is their relationship.
Always.
I love that. Well,
so
hey,
glad.
this is the Mecca for all that and then some. Oh my gosh, Anna Cathcart, it was such a pleasure having you here,
Yes,
getting to
thank
know
you.
you a little bit more. And I'm only just at the beginning of the series, but I can't wait to finish. I'm
Can't
going to go home
spoil
and
it
binge
then.
later. This
Thank
weekend,
you.
that's my project.